Chiefs Kingdom, what's going on? I'm Harrison Graham here on the Kansas City Chiefs Report. Before we get into this Chiefs versus Broncos preview, I want you guys to get your score predictions in right now. It'll be the pinned comment. You guys can just reply right there. Let me know who's going to win and then what the final score is going to be. Don't just put 24-10 because then I don't know who you have picking. I assume the Chiefs, but you know what they say about people who assume. You don't want any of that. Let me know who's going to win, what the final score is going to be. Get those score predictions in right now. All right, welcome into the Chiefs Report again. Harrison Graham here. We're going to preview this Week 18 matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. And obviously, we're all disappointed after a Week 17 loss to the Bengals, but you got to flush it, you got to move on, and you got to focus on the task at hand, and that is Denver here in Week 18. Broncos coming in at 7-9. They've been struggling as of late. They are now eliminated from playoff contention. Chiefs sitting there at 11-5 with still a chance to get the number one seed in the AFC. We'll outline that scenario in just a moment, but an opportunity to flush the loss last week, head into the playoffs with the win, and regardless of the seeding, feel pretty good about where you stand. I actually like this this game getting moved to Saturday, by the way. That's another note here. Saturday, 4:30 Eastern, 3:30 Central, we'll have a live watch party, so subscribe and join us. I like the Saturday kickoff, so if the Bears do have to play in the wild card round, potentially more time to prepare. So I think that's actually a nice little advantage. You kind of look at where these teams are trending right now. Chiefs finally had their 8-game winning streak snapped, lost in Week 17 to Cincinnati, but had won 8 games in a row. Before that, Denver trending in the other direction. Losers of 4 of 5, a lone win against Detroit in Week 14 a few weeks ago. They stink. We know that. So Denver not trending in the proper direction as they have now been eliminated from playoff contention. And obviously, Vic Fangio's future very much in doubt, but we're not going to talk about the Broncos that much. This is a Chiefs channel at the end of the day. But it's important to note that they've been eliminated because who knows how many of their big-name players that they will actually play. It could actually be easier than I already thought it would be for Kansas City. Subscribe for a Chiefs vs. Broncos live watch party. We will have you guys covered 15 minutes before kickoff. We'll go live. We'll get you guys ready. Then we'll have a live scoreboard. I'll provide play-by-play, stats, updates, the whole 9 yards. You're invited, so join us. Subscribe. Mark your calendars 15 minutes before kickoff on Saturday afternoon. Okay, so you look at the playoff picture now. Obviously, the loss to Cincinnati hurts. Tennessee now controls their destiny in the AFC Playoff Picture. But you still want to win this game either way because with a win, you at least secure the 2 seed, which is still very, very important. And then, we'll see who the Chiefs end up playing in that 2 versus 7 game if that ends up being the case. But you also want to win because you play on Saturday. Titans don't play till Sunday. You could put some pressure on Tennessee, who plays Houston in Week 18. This is the scenario to get the number 1 seed. It's very simple. You win, the Titans lose, boom, you're the number 1 seed in the AFC. It's as simple as that. Otherwise, Tennessee gets the number 1 seed. So it's unfortunate, but that is the reality of the situation. Take care of business on Saturday, and the cards will fall where they may on Sunday when Tennessee faces Houston. If you want to go bet on this game or any other matchup in Week 18, there's only one place to do it. That is BetUS. Go to chatsports.com/ChiefsBet. Use our promo code Chiefs125. You put down $100, you get $125 for free. So go do that. Go enjoy betting on sports. It's a lot of fun. Plus, for you new BetUS customers, we have extended our jersey giveaway deal through Week 18. So if you want a free jersey, follow the steps on screen. Chatsports.com/ChiefsBet. Use promo code Chiefs125. You got to use our link, chatsports.com/ChiefsBet. Otherwise, you're invalid. You won't be eligible for a free jersey here. Deposit a minimum of $100. You'll get $125 for free with that deposit bonus. Then it's easy after that. Place a bet on any game for any amount, and then email us that you got signed up. Screenshot your proof of account sign up and that you've placed a bet. Email us, jersey@chatsports.com. Once we confirm your account info, we will get you guys hooked up with a brand new Chiefs jersey. We got a couple different ones available. We got the Mahomes yellow, the Kelsey red, the Mahomes red as well. Lots of different jerseys available. So email us, jersey@chatsports.com. After you get going with BetUS, of course, by going to the link, chatsports.com/ChiefsBet. All right, let's talk injuries here. Pretty light, but obviously the offensive line is a focus now. We'll see if Clyde Edwards-Helaire plays in Week 18. Didn't play last week with a sore collarbone, bone bruise there. I would guess they'll probably rest him again and try and save him for the playoffs. Lucas Niang out for the year, pec injury that he suffered in Week 17. That's obviously a big loss. Look for Andrew Wiley to plug in over there. Calf injury for Orlando Brown, calf strain. Those are tricky and could be anywhere from like a week to 4 weeks. So we'll see if he plays against Denver. I would guess he probably doesn't, and if that's the case, we'll see who ends up playing at both tackle spots. Obviously becomes a little bit more challenging. For Denver, Teddy Bridgewater, Drew Lock, both banged up. I don't think Bridgewater's going to play. He's missed the last couple of games with a concussion. There's no reason to play him because they're eliminated from contention. Drew Lock banged up his shoulder last week, came back into the game, but said he felt numb after the game. We'll see what his status is. Brett Rippon would get the start if Lock can't go. And then Dalton Risner, also questionable at this point in time, elbow injury that he suffered in Week 17. What I want to know is, and what I think could happen is, look, Denver might check out here. I mean, now Vic Fangio's on the hot seat, their head coach, so he's not going to check out. But if guys are banged up for the Broncos, they're eliminated from playoff contention, you might see some guys sit out, and they might play some young guys, which bodes well for the Chiefs. Maybe you only have to play your guys for a half or so, but I do expect the Chiefs to play their main starters because there's still a chance at the number 1 seed. But for Denver, there's no chance. If anything, losing's better to get a better draft pick. Okay, should the Chiefs play their starters? Let me know what you guys think. Type Y for yes. Type in for no. Should Kansas City play their starters against Denver? I absolutely think the answer is yes. I just think the Chiefs need to play their guys. Coming off a bad taste in your mouth against Cincinnati, if you had already clinched, that'd be different. But with the number 1 seed still on the line and with the defense having not played well a week ago, I think you should play your guys for at least a half. Now, if the game is in control after that, if you're up 2-3 touchdowns in the third quarter, okay, get Chad Henne some reps, get some of the young guys on some reps, rest some of your guys who are banged up. But you got to win this game, man. Period. Simple. Put pressure on Tennessee on Sunday against the Houston team that's been playing better. You never know. Weirder things have happened at the end of the day. So I absolutely think starters will and should play on Saturday, not Sunday. Okay, quick keys to victory against the Broncos. Number 1, and stems off last week, obviously a lighter competition, but secondary's got to play better. Dan Sorensen, if they're going to put him back at too high safety, give yourself some extra room, man, because you're not that fast. Hopefully he doesn't play in those too high looks, but if he does, he's got to play better. And obviously, corners got to play better, especially Travarius Ford and Rashad Fenton. They've been playing really well, but they got exposed against Cincinnati. Got to bounce back. There's no doubt about that. Number 2, get Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill back on track. Kelce missed the game 2 weeks ago. Only had, I think, 5 catches for 25 yards this week. Tyreek Hill, you see the combined numbers, 11 catches, 65 yards, and a touchdown against Cincinnati for your dynamic duo. You need a lot more. I mean, you need at least 130, 140, 150 yards combined. If one of your guys goes for 11 for 65 and a touchdown, fine. But both, it's not enough. You got to get these guys going, get some big plays with your dynamic duo. And then key number 3, keep stopping the run. I thought that was a positive takeaway from the Bengals game. You held Joe Mixon to under 4 yards a carry. Sure, Joe Burrow torched you, but at least you made him one-dimensional. You make a team one-dimensional, I like your chances most of the time. Obviously, it didn't work out against Cincinnati, but especially with Denver, this opponent at hand here, regardless of who plays at quarterback for the Broncos, the passing game is not a strength of Denver's. Running the ball, Javonte Williams is. So stop the run, and this game will not be a problem whatsoever. As the Chiefs are 10-point favorites, the total over-under set for 44. It's kind of low, man. It's kind of low. Be curious to see where this ends up shaking out. Saturday afternoon kick. Remember, join us for a live watch party. 4:30 Eastern, 3:30 Central. We'll go live 15 minutes before those times, though, so 4:15 and 3:15. One more time, predict the score, Chiefs versus Broncos. Let us know who's going to win and what the final score is going to end up being. Get those votes in or get those score predictions in right now. Chiefs, Broncos, let me know what you guys think. My prediction, Chiefs won it 28-13. I think the defense will bounce back. Denver's offense is not that dynamic. Drew Lock stinks, assuming he's going to start. So I think this is a nice little get-right game, win your 12th game of the year, which the goal was, they said 20-0 all offseason, but 12-5, 9 out of 10 to finish the regular season would be very solid. Chiefs won it 28-13, but get your score predictions in.